God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the God.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Interessant, wo der Swans überall drin steckt. Oh, liegt aber nichts rum. Na, dann quatschen wir mit ihm.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Are you worried about the situation or your reputation? Now is not the time to think of oneself.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
You want to restore peace in the hospital again?
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Well, they are not far wrong. The hospital is almost crawling with vampires.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Oh nein, die alte Lady ist gestorben. Ist er eigentlich gesund? Ja.
If you don't mind, I have a few questions.
I'd be delighted to help you if I'm able.
Oh Gott, wir haben so viele Fragen eigentlich, ne? Fangen wir mal mit der Kreatur an. Ne, wir fangen mit dem Mann an.
Who was that man in your office?
Geoffrey McCullum, actual leader of the Guard of Prewen. I suspect he's the man behind the rebirth of this old and dusty society.
What do they hope to achieve?
Their ultimate goal is the eradication of all vampires in the country. They see you as a threat to mankind, Jonathan.
They know I'm here now, don't they?
I can guarantee one thing. The Guard of Prewen would never dare to attack the hospital while I'm in charge here.
I recently tried to enter a church. It has been a very unpleasant experience.
The Brotherhood's research on the matter of faith and vampirism has proved somewhat insubstantial, to say the least.
Is this proof that I'm cursed in the eyes of the divine?
The wrath of the Almighty? There's no way of knowing. It could be subconscious guilt, or irrational fear, or deep-seated beliefs.
It's hard to explain in terms of science, that's for sure.
I'm sure Lady Ashbury will have far greater insight into this matter than little old me.
What exactly happened here while I was absent?
Hampton turned, quite violently as it happened, lurking about, attacked Miss Jones. To say he created quite a commotion would be an understatement.
Are you sure it was Hampton that killed Miss Jones?
There was blood everywhere, but no body. And you know the state she was in. I fear for what he did with her. Hopefully he just hid the corpse.
How did the guard of Prewen come to hear of this?
McCullum has spies everywhere. He will jump at any opportunity to disparage the Brotherhood and show his contempt.
I just recently met the strangest creature in Whitechapel. He was immense. He mocked me and accused me of hypocrisy.
Perhaps it was a skull. London's streets are overflowing with them these days.
It was a vampire, all right. But what kind, I'm not sure. He was large and very fast.
If you find anything more about this creature, the Brotherhood would greatly appreciate any information you could spare.
He was observing me with the obvious intent to do me harm. His very presence evoked a palpable sense of menace.
You need to be careful, Jonathan. You've no idea what this creature really is.
Das war jetzt nicht so aufschlussreich.
Thank you, Edgar.
Aber gut. East End Dogs. Hatte ich nicht sogar bei den Dogs? Das waren aber die am Anfang, ne? Da komme ich hier, glaube ich, echt nicht mehr hin.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Ich werde mal ganz kurz ein bisschen Medizin herstellen. Was haben wir denn hier noch? Erschöpfung könnten wir mal machen. Hier müsste ich halt... Das ist schwierig, ne? Hoffen wir, dass das so passt. Oh, was ist das denn hier? Oha, wir haben eine Formel gefunden. Für was? Kopfschmerz und Migräne. Ja, Jackpot. Sehr gut. Und wir haben das hier auch gefunden. Was bräuchten wir dafür? Opium? Ergotamin. Gott, wie viele Leute hatten wir jetzt? Jetzt muss ich nachgucken. Wer hatte denn hier alles? Der hat Kopfschmerzen. Oswald. Ich weiß aber nicht, wo der... Ich glaube, der ist unten bei den Dogs. Wir haben auf jeden Fall einmal Kopfschmerzen und einmal Migräne. Einmal Kopfschmerzen, einmal Migräne. Schaffe ich beides? Nee, schaffe ich nicht. Nun gut. Aber ein bisschen was kriegen wir hin. Also, wir sollten hier eigentlich so gut wie stabil sein. Warte mal, ich gehe mal hier runter. Ich finde es schade, dass wir uns hoch teleportieren können, aber nicht runter, ne? So, Oswald. Kurz ein paar Kisten öffnen. Wo ist Oswald? Ist der hier zufällig irgendwo? Weil das sind ja hier die Dogs. Da hinten. Okay, Oswald. Ist, glaube ich, der letzte Kranke, den wir hier haben.
It's locked, all right.
Normalerweise kommen sie doch hier raus. Kommt ihr raus? Ich muss dich heilen. Hey, guys. Gehen die hinten raus? Was machen die denn da? Ah, ich verstehe. Was machen die da? Ich muss irgendwie... Irgendwie muss ich da jetzt reingucken. Aber wie? Ah, hier.
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that?
Come on, Ozzy, don't be like that.
What, like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
Aha.
No, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
We survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best.
Hier.
Fuck the wall, right? And fuck them all. Fuck the wall. Fuck them all.
Ja, eigentlich wollte ich den ja nur... Eigentlich wollte ich den ja nur heilen, ne? Ja, Guys. Was sagt denn jetzt? Ich habe euch gesehen.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes,
Gar nicht auffällig, wenn sie dabei da
disabled may
rauskommen.
stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Hier, Kopfschmerzen.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. I can't imagine life without him.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. The terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
Yeah, I thought about what I could do to survive, just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton. Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
So, ich glaube, mehr hat er nicht. Ne, mehr hat er nicht.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to
Interessant, interessant.
So many rats in the streets.
Wir haben wieder 1000 Punkte. Der ist wieder gesund. Ich glaube, wir haben echt alle jetzt hier geheilt. Ja. Also hier sollten wir dann jetzt auf gereinigt in Pembroke hochgehen. Warte mal, da rein komme ich trotzdem nicht, oder? Komme ich da jetzt rein, weil ich das aufgedeckt habe?
I cannot enter.
Schade. Okay, Sean Hampton, East End Docks, East End Docks, East End Docks. Sind das wirklich nicht diese... Oh, warte. Was ist das hier? Gegen Erschöpfung habe ich was dabei, oder? Nur so... mal schnell Lucky machen. Erschöpfung. Okay, warte mal. Erkältung. Doch, habe ich dabei. Okay. Oh, ich sehe dich doch von hier schon. Okay, warte mal kurz. Das ist... Ist das die Kanalisation? Oh Gott. Wo ich das erste Mal auf den Werwolf? Ja. Ja. Hier waren wir schon drin. Können wir wieder rausgehen. Schweres Wort. Sprich das mal schnell. Und dann 3-mal hintereinander. Fehlerfrei. Gut, dann werden wir mit dem kämpfen. Ich glaube, ins Wasser fallen kann ich nicht. Ich hoffe es zumindest, ne? Okay. Hi, Guy. Na. Oh, geblockt. Oh mein Gott, macht der einen Schaden. Oh fuck, ich hab's verkackt. Fast verkackt. Gut, ins Wasser fallen kann ich aber nicht. Beruhigend. Okay. Ich kann darüber. Ja, nice. Oder auch nicht, das werde ich noch herausfinden. Schauen wir mal. Ich höre es schreien. Oh oh. Ich wollte eigentlich noch Punkte vergeben. Die sieht's aber... Ich glaube erstmal ganz gut aus. Doch, das ist hier... Das ist unser Anfang vom Game. Interessant. Ich habe einen Brief gefunden. Achso. Dann kann ich den ja doch noch heilen. Das wäre ja richtig nice. Wobei ich glaube, wir haben ja am Anfang... Ja, fehlen mir über viele Leute noch. Oh Gott. Wo finde ich denn den Typen jetzt dann? Geht's dir
Good
gut?
evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Das ist gesund, okay.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
Sind Sie ein besorgter Krimineller?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.